Welcome. In this chapter, we will discover what it takes to make week one memorable for your new hire. You will learn how to make sure you give a great first impression on day one and explore frameworks for identifying early wins for your new hire. I once worked at an organization where I did spend several years. I ended up working on fantastic projects and ultimately was happy to be there. However, the first onboarding week at that organization was memorable, but not in a good sense of the term. I recall that my first day was a quick welcome by a member of the HR team. Then I was given a file with HR and organization policies to read within the next 2 hours, then go back to HR if I had any questions. Afterwards, I was sent to join my team, which in fact was in a meeting related to a project the entire team was working on. During that meeting, a director briefly introduced me to the team, then I was told to observe the meeting. It then took 3 days, 3 entire days, before I had my first meeting with my direct manager. During those days, my mission was to go through past documents about the project I was supposed to lead. By now, you guessed it. It was a terrible first day and first week as a new hire. During those days, I felt lost, confused, overwhelmed, and frankly, I questioned if my team cared about me joining them or if I made the right decision to join that organization. Eventually, my manager made the time to meet, discuss my role, and introduced me to other members of the team. However, because day one and week one were not well prepared, it took me considerable time to be productive in my role and be excited again about the job. A better version of first day would have been as follows. Your new hire joins your team in person or virtually, preferably at a later time in the morning compared to your usual starting time. At their arrival, they will be joined by their manager and members of the team to welcome them. That welcome could be organized around an in person or virtual coffee time. Make sure to get them the coffee delivered or send them a gift card to order their own. In parallel, you will announce on your instant messaging, such as Slack, that the new hire just joined and share their bio and photo. Their swag should be ready or would have been sent to them in advance to arrive on day one. By doing so, you are checking the first box in making day one memorable, which is start to foster a feeling of belonging, which is built over time through continuous effort from the entire organization. That feeling of belonging is crucial in improving both employees' productivity and retention. Having several, if not all, members of the team welcome them checks the second box in making day one memorable, that of providing a warm welcome that says that you are happy to have them in your team and that the entire team cares. Then you could have 1 or 2 1 hour sessions during which you can walk them through the organization's mission, vision, a high level description of your product, and your organization structure. It is crucial that you alternate between activities on day one. Make sure day one is not a series of presentations about the organization only. Otherwise, you will start to overwhelm them with information that they will not be able to retain in one go. Day one is also an excellent opportunity for the new hire and the manager to have their first casual meeting. Casual means that the first meeting is about being genuinely interested in the person. The manager should know more about their new hire, such as their hobbies, where they grew up, and other information they are willing to share. It is also an opportunity for the manager to share about themselves and start building a warm rapport with the new hire. At the end of that meeting, the manager could walk the new hire through the main onboarding activities for the first month to start to ramp them up. At the end of the day, it will be great for your operations person to have a quick check on your new hire to see how the first day went. That brief follow up stresses once again that you care about your new employees. I invite you to check out the onboarding master checklist to check the list of tasks that you could do on day one. Feel free to download it with this chapter. After you made sure day one was memorable and the direct manager broke the ice with your new hire. The rest of the week is about delving deeper into your company's product and its capabilities. The rest of the week, one should also include a series of meetups between the manager and the new hire to focus on the context and the why behind the role of the new hire. If you provide enough context around programs, product features, and organization decision, and if you help the new hire situate the importance of their role within the organization, then you will be not only building clarity around the role, but also strengthening the highly sought after feeling of belonging that we spoke about earlier. A practical piece of advice for the managers is to break down the new hire's role into separate parts. Each part could represent a different project, for instance, and deep dive with the new hire on context, role, and expectations for those projects. Make sure when you mention annual goals and targets to showcase how those targets fit within the organization's overall target so that the new hire understands their contribution to the organization's overall growth. You want to make sure you do not cram all information related to the new hire's job into one meeting. Finally, during the first week or during the rest of the week, the new hire should begin meeting all team members individually or in pairs to start learning who is who and who does what. It is crucial during week one, while you are delving deeper with your new hire on their role, expectations, and organization and product, to identify the first deliverable that the new hire should submit. This deliverable should be meaningful for the organization yet simple enough that the new hire can submit it within 2 weeks. There are many benefits for this approach. First, you will provide the new hire an opportunity to quickly feel a sense of accomplishment just few days after they joined your team. The second great benefit of having a simple first deliverable is to help the new hire and their manager to discover each other's way of working, such as how to communicate, draft documents, preferred times for meetings, types of meetings, and amount of information each one needs from the other. Finally, since the first deliverable will represent a mini project that may require the new hire to interact with other team members, the new hire will start to integrate the team through project based interactions and will learn your organization's norms more effectively. Examples of first deliverables could include trying a product feature and providing feedback, research about a competitor, trying a competitor's product and reporting the findings, assessing a current process in the organization, or improving useful documents for the organization. When you give your new hire a new task, or every time you give a new task, for a matter of fact, you can benefit greatly by leveraging the pedal model to provide structure for your instructions. PEDAL stands for position, explain, demonstrate, assess, and learn. When you assign a new task or project, make sure you answer the following questions. What is the task about? Why does it matter? What is a good example of the task? Does the task make sense? How does the task relate back to the role? By answering these questions, you would have provided your new hire clarity, context, direction, and purpose. Both your organization and the new hire will learn and benefit greatly from having several reflection touch points during the first month of onboarding. Reflection will help you collect feedback, anchor learning, and build a rapport of trust with the new hire. We suggest you collect feedback from your new hire at the end of each week during the first month to gather insights about their learnings, aspirations, and integration in the team. We provided in this chapter a template that you could use to collect weekly feedback, but also at the end of the first month. Also, you should use several channels to collect feedback, including feedback forms, surveys, one on one conversations, and group conversations, group reflection. If you hire several people at the same time, group reflection works best. Thank you for listening.